communication. This is your beginner cycle of communication. And remember, communication is the link between the world and me. So check this out, guys. Level 1 of communication is the way we look. So on weeks 1 and 2, we are focusing on our confident look with our eye contact, our chest out, our chin up, great body posture to make sure we have an awesome look, okay? Now we're gonna get right into your weeks 1 and 2 curriculum. So please pay attention, do your best. And again, I am so happy you're here and you're taking the time to train and improve your skills. Remember, drills equal skills, okay? So let's get it started. So for your warm-up for your weeks 1 and 2, that is going to be your jab cross combo, okay? Now we can start by just breaking it down with our number 1, which is our jab. So you're gonna start in our fighting stance and get your hands up, okay? Now from here, you're going to go out and back, out and back. I am doing everything mirror image, so that means if you're a righty, you should have your left leg in front. If you're a lefty, you should have your right leg in front. So again, hands up, our chin is down, we're protecting our brain. And I want you to do this with me. Extend out and back, then add a little speed. Do that for 30 seconds on your own. That is your jab. A jab is for speed or distraction. Now, our word combo number 2 is going to be our jab cross. So jab for speed, pulling back, backhand is for power. That is our cross. Now notice as I do my cross, my hips rotate, I follow through with my punch, and I come right back. My hand should always be at arm base, meaning that my hands are up. So jab, pull it back, and then cross. Go ahead and do that, beginners and tigers, for 30 seconds, non-stop on your own. From there, we're going to add on our rest of our warm-up. We're gonna do forward jumping jacks for 30 seconds, working on our coordination, and then finally ending it for our final 30 seconds, doing a jump squat, tucking our knees all the way up towards the sky and getting really low. So bring it up, jump, and then really low squat. You're gonna do that again for 30 seconds. That's going to be your warm-up for all 8 weeks of our training cycle. Now, moving on to weeks 1 and 2 for our beginners and tigers curriculum form section. So, tigers, you can stay just shoulder width apart and bend those knees, okay? And beginners, you can do this as well. Stay right here. You're gonna stack this hand up. Again, we're gonna start with our right hand. I am mirror imaging you. Take this hand, bring it up in towards the body, all the way up and blocking above your head. You want your forearm to be right above your head, not on top of your head, not in front of your eyes, but right here. So again, bring the hand that's at your ribs all the way up. The hand that blocks is on the inside. Now we're going to create more power by rotating our base. So that's our feet and our hips. So watch, I rotate, rotate, rotate. Notice how my hips turn, then I explode. So in one smooth motion, it looks like this. Now we want to focus on our trajectory, the motion from point A to point B, from when I start to when I finish. So bring this hand up, across your body. It may cover your patch, and then it ends up all the way above your head. Opposite side, bring the hand at your ribs, across the body, and all the way up. I challenge you to do that 20 times, 10 on each side. Creating repetition will create success. Bend those knees, keep a strong base, work on the proper trajectory, and then follow through with each movement. Great job, okay? Moving on to our next section, which is going to be our number 1 front kick. So for beginners, you want to make sure that you put your proper leg in front. So if you're a righty, you're going to put your right leg in front. Okay, your hands are gonna come up and we're gonna first break it down. It looks like this, just like that. Now, first step, turn your base. So we turn our base foot. So if you notice my base foot is turned. So instead of being straight, I turn my base to open up my hips. Now from here, we work on our trajectory. So count with me. I want to say 1, 2, 3, and 4. Again, picking it up on 1, extending 2, bring it back 3, setting it down 4. Now, from there, we want to make sure we do it in a fluid motion and follow through. It will look like this. Just like that. Your turn. Practice practice 20 on the right, 20 on the left to build that coordination and to build those skills. Now, if you're a Tiger student, we're just gonna put our feet shoulder width apart like this, putting our hands up. We can give a slight bend to our knees, tapping the leg that we wanna kick with, making it up. 1, 2, 3, 4. And again, in one motion, just like that. Practice, repetition on both sides. That's going to be our board break. The key is making sure that we hit with the ball of our foot. If we hit with the ball of our foot, we go all the way through, kicking the instructor on the other side of the board, not just the board, and that's how you're gonna break it on that first try. All right, now we're moving on to our weapons section, or our self-defense section next, which is one of my favorites. So everyone say this. Say, address the immediate danger. Yes, the immediate danger is if someone comes up to us and bear hugs us from behind. Now our arms are gonna be free. They're gonna bear hug our body like this. Now we're gonna break it down. We're gonna use our combatives. Combatives are ballistic attacks we use to neutralize or stop a threat. A threat is an attacker. So again, they come up to us. Our first step we're gonna do, whether you're a beginner or a tiger, it's the same self-defense, is you're going to drop your weight. Once you drop your weight, then you're gonna take your feet, and if you see my feet, I'm going to stomp on the attacker's toes. So I'm gonna do at least 4 stomps. 1, 2, 3, 4. Then from there, show me your knuckles. Very good. We're gonna use our knuckles to strike the attacker's hands at least 4 times. 1, 2, 3, 4. Just like that. Now, that's all for weeks 1 and 2. Let's put it together. So again, they attack, we drop the weight, we do 4 stomps. 1, 2, 3, 4. We take our knuckles, 4 strikes. 1, 2, 3, 4. Now, we address the immediate danger by doing that first step 1. In weeks 3 and 4, we'll learn how to counterattack and do our combatives. All right, moving on to our weapons section. This is really my favorite part. Okay, so now, with our weapon, we're gonna drop down in a low base. We're gonna take this hand, we're gonna put it here, we're gonna put it right above our shoulder, opposite hand up, protecting our face. Again, I am mirror imaging, so they should be doing this with their right hand. Even if they're left-handed, in this particular technique, we're gonna do it with our right side. So again, we drop down to our middle stance. Now from here, we're going to go to our hip, and up. In one smooth motion, it looks like this. So again, we break it down. Everyone say, turn my base. Yeah, that means turning your foot and your hips to create power. So I'm gonna go to my hip and look at my base. My base foot's turned. Now back to my hip and now all the way up. And again, hip, up. We wanna make sure we follow through. So I want to extend my arm every time I strike. If I'm really good, I can hear the wind when I strike. Now, last part about that is we want to add a roll if we want to challenge. Again, the roll is not required, but if you want to challenge, it's really great to help your coordination and those fine and gross motor skills. So again, we're going to go hip. Now I'm going to roll and up. To do the roll on its own, you just go like this. Your hand goes backwards, and it's really all in the wrist. So putting it together, 1, 2, roll and up. And again, 1, 2, roll and up. One more time with me, 1, 2, roll it up. Awesome, that is our weapon section for weeks 1 and 2. You can do both sides of the body if you like, but they will be tested on the right side. Final portion is our sparring. Sparring is the most practical part of our Taekwondo training. So this is when we apply the skills that we've learned in our forms and our techniques to actual contact with a partner in a sport or a self-defense situation. Now, our speed round kicks are our #1 round kick. So that means whichever is your best leg, your fastest leg, your strongest leg, you want that to be in front. So you're always gonna start by bouncing, so we're on the ball of our toes. You're gonna bend the knee first, and then pick that leg up and round kick. When you do a round kick, just watch me break it down. I pick it up, I kick with the top of my foot, I bring it back and set it down. Again, 1, 2, 3, 4. Kicking with the top of my foot. To do a speed round kick, I get on the ball of my foot, opposite leg with my base. I'm bouncing, and I pick that knee up, boom. I can go to the body, boom, boom. So if we apply it, we're gonna do 3 in a row, 1, 2, 3, on a bag, individually, or even with a partner. It's going to look like this. Now, I challenge you to time yourself. Do 10 seconds of non-stop number 1 speed round kicks, then do 20 seconds, then do 30 seconds. On each round, try and add on at least double what you did in the last round. You guys did an awesome job today. I look forward to seeing you soon. Keep training, and remember, communication is the link between the world and me.